Hello.
Hello.
How's your week?
Tough.
Tough. Why was it
Yeah,
tough?
because I started to go to school every day, and I wake up at 6 a.m. So,
You're not used to it.
like, how was your week?
Not bad. Not bad. What did I do? Not much. I'm going ice skating tomorrow. The French teacher here in the dormitory, she went back to France for New Year's, and she's a great teacher because she's fluent Russian, native French, nice girl, so talks well to everyone. And after a week back in France, decided that she's quitting. So she almost didn't come back to Russia at all. She actually got back today. She's basically here for 2 days just to pack her bags and go back to France again. Um, I don't know the details. I don't know the details. Something personal, some personal reason, but she needed to go back. And
You didn't told us about your New Year celebration.
didn't I? Yes, I did. I thought.
No, you didn't. I mean, you
Ah,
told that you go to Kalamna, but
I didn't go to
that's
Kelowna. I went to Kaluga region, I think.
Kal.
Do you know Protvino?
Huh?
There's a city called Protvino, south of Moscow,
Uh,
and there's a little village near there called Kremelki, I think, something like that.
mhm.
So I stayed with a Russian family there for a couple of days. One of the students here invited me there, so it was my student Ira plus her um, twin sister's boyfriend, her mum, grandmother, and me for New Year's. It's nice.
Did you
What else?
like our traditions?
Your what?
Traditions, Russians.
Yeah, it was a bit different to home. I overate so much. I could not eat all the food. I just couldn't. I mean, when we were I thought I could pace myself, and at the first at Ira's family's home, I was offered everything, which I ate, and that was all good. And then I was offered some more, and I felt obligated to accept the second offer. Then found I was the only one eating a second round. So anyway, I ate that anyway. And then we went to their friends, and there was more food there, which I needed to eat. And then we went to some other place, and there was more food there, which I had to eat. And by the time I got back to the home, I just wanted to lie down and keep still. Just
Yeah,
I couldn't handle it.
I don't
Yeah.
know why, but we always do this. Like we ate so much the New Year's celebration, and our grandmas usually doing a lot of salad, and they when they understand that they do a lot of salad, they starting to say you that you have to eat it all because it will be spoiled in a few
Mm.
days, and you're just sitting, grandma, I'm full, I
Mhm,
don't eat in
mhm.
this.
Yeah.
But this New Year, we we were only with my mom,
Mhm.
and we just ate sushi and fruit.
Traditional
So
Russian sushi.
yeah, so we just were happy that we don't need to cook or do something. Just
Yeah. After I got back, actually the following day I was invited to a barbecue with my boss and a couple of his friends and other teachers at the university. So there was another whole heap of food the following day after I came back. And I just made a vow, like after that last meal, it's like, that's it. I'm just cutting way back on food. And I weighed myself the next morning and I was a little bit under 94 kilo, and I've dropped 3 kilograms since then, just in what, less than 2 weeks, a bit over a week. I've dropped 3 kilograms. Yeah, just from not gorging myself every time I eat.
why you are
Yeah,
standing?
because I've changed my room around and I now have a standing desk. So I'm not sitting down all the time.
Ah,
Yeah, I want
That's
to.
interesting.
Yeah, I've seen other people do it. People that do it, well, as you would expect, the people that do it think it's a good idea and they tend to be for it. I've never tried it, but I've wanted to because I think I just spend too much time sitting down. And once I sit down, then I don't get up. So I wanted to try it. So I did. So I've just completely rearranged everything. And two benefits. One is, well, okay, two benefits that I think I'm going to have. One is that I'm not sitting as much. Standing is better than sitting in general. But the other is when I'm actually at my desk doing some work, because I'm standing, I'm not just going to let time pass. I'll be there to actually do something, get it done, and then when it's done, I can leave the desk and then go and do something else. So it actually makes you more productive. I've heard, yeah, healthier plus more productivity, and it also frees up a whole lot of space in my room. I mean, it completely changes the amount of space I've got available. So it just
Wait,
feels
wait,
more
what do
spacious.
you have at your room freezer?
Everything is in my room.
Ah, okay.
I'm in a dormitory. So I've got
Ah,
bed, desk, wardrobe, fridge, television, everything is in
uh,
the one room, except the
yes.
kitchen. Yeah. Yeah. Aldiona, здравствуйте. How are you? We're talking about New Year's. How was your New Year?
Um, I spent it with my mom and her friends. We cooked a lot of salads. I really like them. We ate them a few days after New Year,
Okay.
and
Did you make sushi?
it's no.
I hear that it's very normal in Russia to have sushi at New Year's.
No, no, no. Yeah.
Actually, one of my friends here in Kolomna, she's an English teacher, and when I'm at her home, her son really likes it because so often if I'm there, they decide to order in some takeaway sushi, and he loves sushi. So yeah, doesn't like me so much, but he likes the sushi that they buy when I'm there. So it's one way to be popular. Yeah. What else did you do over New Year's? Just eat?
And at 1 a.m. I
Yeah.
went for a walk with my friends. We saw fireworks
Yeah.
and exchanged gifts.
Where were you? Where do you live? Где
Um,
ты живут? I think.
yeah, in Balashka, like Tatiana.
Okay. Okay. I think you're up north. I haven't visited there yet. I think by the end of this semester, I'll go up there sometime, even if it's just for myself, just to have a look around. But I haven't been there yet. Cool. Did you start school this week as well?
Yeah.
Was that good?
So we already have some tests.
Already.
And, yes. But
You,
it's okay.
okay. What? Okay. One more question. What time do you have to get up for school?
At 6 a.m. because my school far for me.
Okay. What? All right. Is that too early? Do you think?
Yeah.
I'm not good at getting up early either. I want to get up at 7, but the hard part for me is getting to bed early enough. When I get to bed late, even if I wake up at 7, I just say no. My brain needs more sleep, and I'll take more sleep. Yeah, but the key is getting to bed early enough, and that's the hard part. That's the hard part. Yeah, it's possible. Victoria, how are you today?
Fine.
Are you fun or are you fine?
Fine.
Fine.
Because I wasn't at school today.
That's a good reason to be fine.
Yes.
Did you find any news this week?
No.
No. Again. Okay. What are your plans for next week? Next week starts tomorrow. Are you going to school this week?
Yes, because
Okay.
today I really wanted to sleep and it was raining, so I decided to stay at home. And tomorrow I think I'll go to school.
Hang on. Why did you decide to stay at home today? You're just too tired.
Yes.
Okay. You have good parents. I was never allowed any kind of excuse to stay home. I remember in my whole school experience, I think I missed maybe 3 days of school, something like that. Yeah, not much. Not much. Yeah.
Are you a real human or you an alien?
What do you mean?
I mean, like only 3 days. 3 days.
I can only, so in primary school, the first 6 years of school, I can only remember being at home when everyone else was at school, like 2 or 3 times. That's all I can remember. Maybe it was more than that, but that's all I can remember. And it was really annoying because my parents got some work for me to do anyway. It's like, what's, it took all the pleasure out of not being at school. Yeah. And it wasn't anything like what the kids were doing at school, I was sure. But I thought, no, this is what they're doing. This is, and I was like, so it was a little bit frustrating. Yeah. But yeah, school is, I don't know, you don't need to be there every single day, I'm sure. Although it feels that way at the time, maybe. Anyway, so we should do some work. First thing I want to do, I have some questions. They're kind of interesting questions. What I'll do is I'll put 4 questions on the shared screen at a time and just let you choose a question that you want to answer. Okay. So okay, everybody see?
Yeah.
Just see if I can move it. Hang on. That's better. All right. Sophia, do you want to start? Have a look. Choose any question you like.
Okay.
Any words there you don't know?
No, just reading because
Okay.
tough questions.
Yeah.
The last one.
Okay.
Would you rather play a game with someone more or less talented than you? Would it matter who is watching? I guess I will play with someone who more talented than me because it will be show me how much I need to work under my talent, I guess.
To develop yourself.
So, yeah,
Okay.
it doesn't matter who's watching, actually.
Are there any games that you regularly play? Like, do you play chess or do you play sport? What do you do regularly where this would be relevant?
I guess if it's about game, I will choose piano because we had concerts and I always was comparing myself to other people who plays more professional than me.
Mhm. Talented can have a couple of meanings as well. It can be someone who seems to learn things and get better very easily, but it can also mean someone that's just done a whole lot more work and has more skill from having done more work as well. Yeah. Which meaning do you think of generally if you're going to think of piano? Is it people that learn easier or people that just know more because they've done more?
I think about some super skills, I guess.
Okay.
But if they were working a lot and just got a result, it means that I can do more
Yeah.
than them. So it can be much
Do you
more.
still learn piano?
Uh, well, I don't know how to say this. I just stopped to go. I stopped to go to musical school, but I will come back at next time
Okay.
or next year. Next year.
Okay.
So,
That'll be here soon enough.
yeah.
Okay. Cool. Aliona, have you had a read? Is there one of these that you'd like to answer?
The next question.
You can choose any question.
Okay. Third, given an ability to project yourself into the past but not return, would you do so?
Mhm.
Where would you go and what would you try to accomplish if you knew that you might change the course of history?
Mhm.
What means project here?
Project yourself means to put yourself into a different place. So you can, if you have if you go to the cinema, they have a screen that you watch, but at the back of the cinema, there's a projector which projects the image onto the screen. So if you can project yourself into the past, it's like saying if you could travel into the past, if you could put yourself at some other time in the past. Understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I have this ability, I would see myself and I think sometimes I would happy that I did something maybe when I have a good mark.
So you would go back in time to talk to yourself.
Yeah, and I can think about some moments in my life. I can't change them, but I can think about them.
Yeah. How far back in time would you go? Is this 6 months, 6 years? How far back?
Maybe 2 or 3 years.
Okay. It's a cool question. It's a cool question.
Yes.
Victoria, what do you think
About what?
about any of these questions that you would like to answer?
Can you scroll more down?
Yes. Is it better?
Yes. Would you rather play a game with someone more or less talented than you? Would it matter who is watching?
Yeah.
I think I'd rather play a game with a person who has more high skill than mine, because if you will play with people who has less skill than yours, it won't bring any benefits for you. So you can stay the same level as you are now. And if you play with people who has more high skills than yours, it improve.
Okay, here's a question for you. I understand what you're saying. If everyone wants to play with someone better than them so they can learn from them, how does the best person get better?
Okay, please.
So if everyone wants to play with someone who is more talented so they can learn, how does the most talented person get better?
Mm.
Hmm. I mean,
try to find people with more.
I sort of learned this. Well, I used to do Taekwondo a long time ago, and I went from nothing to probably about the second best player in the club after about 2 years. And so I wasn't the best, but I knew who the best player was. He was a good friend of mine. And the question is, so how does he get better? And one thing even though it wasn't me, I understood it and he understood it, which is that the best person in the room has to train themselves. So it's nice having someone to train you, but if you want to be the best, you end up having to teach yourself, which is not always an easy thing. Not always an easy thing. Yeah. All right. Next, couple more questions. Sophia, your turn again. New questions.
Okay. I don't know. They all interesting. Okay. Guess number 3. If you knew that in 1 year you would suddenly die, would you change anything about the way you're living now? If not, why? I guess I will change not a lot of things because it depends on my um, finance.
On your finances?
Yeah, finances, but not any. I mean, not everything, but I guess I will change my lifestyle because there always so always one way to get rid of some illness, I guess. It's not always about medical reasons, but also about your psychological feelings.
Would you
So
break any laws?
no, I guess no. I guess no, because I don't think that I need drugs or something like that. No, no, because
So
I think
you
I
wouldn't
think
you
okay.
wouldn't rob a bank or anything like that?
No, 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 no.
Okay. If there was anyone that you didn't like, would you hurt them?
I usually say people if I don't like them. So I'm not this person who hides feelings.
I know. It's a bit of an unfair question. I know I shouldn't have really asked. It's interesting to me because one of the things that I read about recently is in ancient Rome, and even today, for some people, one of the things that was taught to boys when they were young, or boys that had a good education, would be taught to live each day as if you would not live to see tomorrow, the next day. It's like, so it, and they did it to be more productive, to live each day so that you didn't leave anything undone. If there was something you could do it today, because you might not be here tomorrow. So it wasn't a why bother, it was a, okay, well, we'd better do it now then. And even people that I've heard of that actually did have like a terminal cancer diagnosis or things like that, they might go a bit crazy for a short while and do all these things which are very sort of selfish in a way, but pretty soon they get tired of that and they actually still want to have, and they still kind of want to live normally and find a good purpose for the rest of the time that they do have anyway. So, but yeah, it's a good question to think about. Alyona, your turn.
The first, would you like to be famous? If yes, in that way.
Yeah.
If no, why not?
Mm-hmm.
I think I would like to be famous because it's. I think it's really cool. Then people outside see you and say hi. Can I make photo? Or take interview.
Mm-hmm.
You show you on the television, on the internet. I think it's really interesting.
What sort of skill or talent would you like to be famous for?
I like sports, volleyball, and maybe I would like to be a professional volleyballist.
Volleyball player. Okay. Do you play indoor or beach volleyball?
On section with my teacher.
Hang on. I'll ask one more time. When you play volleyball, is it indoors or do you play beach volleyball on sand?
Indoors.
Indoors. Okay. How many people are on a team?
About 12 or more.
Okay. Do you play socially or is it competitive?
Socially most.
Mostly socially. Okay. Who do you play with? Who are the other people on your team?
There are some girls and boys, 14, 15 years old, like me.
They are like you, or they like you? They are like you, or they like you? Different meaning.
I think sometimes I do mistakes, but they like me as player, maybe.
Cool. That's right. That's all right. I was just teasing a bit. Don't worry about me sometimes. I'm not here to criticize errors. Okay. All right. Victoria, what do you choose? Do you need me to scroll?
Is it easy for you to accept help when you need it? Do you usually ask for help? As for me, it's really easy to accept help when I need, because in a moment when I ask about help, I don't feel like confused because I think about me, about any result in concretely deal, and people have a choice to help for me or not. So if they don't want to help me, they can say no. What's the problem? Do you usually ask for help? If I see maybe a classmate who can't do a test, I can ask him like, do you need help? So if I see people, really, I ask him for help.
Okay. So do you think that you ask for help relatively often, or do you really try hard to do things on your own first?
Please, I can hear.
You want me to say that again?
Yes.
Do you are you quick to ask for help, or do you really try to do everything on your own first?
I think at first I try to do it by myself, and then if I can't do it, I ask for help, because if you will waste of time to the maybe task which you don't understand, you just waste the time because you can't ask for help and do it more faster.
What are the most difficult situations that you think often come into your life?
I don't know, maybe I don't know, any hard situation.
Is it a subject at school? Are there any subjects that you would ask for help more often than others?
Yes, it's geometry and algebra.
Mathematics, okay.
Yes, and physics.
And physics, okay.
Yeah.
I used to like those subjects. I still sort of do. Cool. All right. Let's move on to a different exercise. There's more questions there, but I think we've done enough of that. I think we've done plenty. Just bring up another. All right. This will be good. So, do you guys know what homophones are?
What did you say?
Do you know what homophones are?
Homophone.
So I'll tell you. A homophone is a word that sounds the same as a different word. So, but even though it sounds the same, it's a different word or it's the same spelling. It can be the same spelling or it can be different spelling, but either way, the meaning is completely different. So I used this once. I had a class with some students from Voskresensk a year or so ago, and one student was talking about horses, and she was into horses, and these were sort of basic level students. They weren't as good as you, so I sort of teased a bit, but she was talking about the horses, and the horses were kept in a stable, which is what you do if you have a farm with horses. Then a building for the horses is called a stable. So I asked her, are the people in Voskresensk stable? Now, do you understand what my question would mean if I asked other?
Yeah.
So that's a homophone. Okay, stable can be a building. Stable can also be, balanced.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, a chair, if it's on 4 legs, should be stable. But if you tip onto 2 legs, it's not so stable anymore. So there's a couple of sentences here. I was a bit mean, wasn't I?
Yeah.
The more advanced students like that joke. There were students in that class that were just thumbs up and liked it, but
Yeah.
but the teacher told me off a little bit. So we've got some sentences here with a whole bunch of homophones. And your task is fairly easy. I want you to read the sentence, but you're given the different spellings. So these are all, I think all, or at least most, I haven't looked at all of them, but it looks like all of them have got the same pronunciation, but with different spelling. And so after you read it, I want you to tell me which spelling goes in which space, okay? Understand?
Mhm.
All right, do you want to start, Sophia?
Okay.
Yeah.
The holy objects have been only
Holy. Okay.
wholly restored.
All right, I'll say it for you. The holy objects have been wholly restored. There's a slight difference in the pronunciation with this word. You've got holy and holy. So it's a sort of longer vowel with the second word. Yeah. Do you understand both of the words?
I don't understand Wally.
Which one? It's not Wally, it's holy.
Yeah. Holy.
Holy means entirely, everything, complete. If it's wholly restored, every single part of it has been restored. Yeah. So, which one is which?
The first one is holy and
Holy. Not okay. Holly is the decoration for Christmas. That's holly. You know the green leaves with red fruit.
Yeah, I thought it's about the holy water.
Yeah. I'm just correcting your pronunciation though. You got holly, holy, holy. Slight difference between each of them. So this is not holly. It's holy water or holy objects. Yeah. Okay. All right. Algiona, can you do the second one?
His reign was short and there was little rain.
Okay.
The first is second, rain.
Yeah, how do we explain this when we've got the same pronunciation? So tell me which space the first word goes in. Is it the first space or the second space? So R-A-I-N is the first rain. Does that go in the first space or the second space?
The second.
Yes. No problem. Okay. Victoria, can you see these?
Second one.
Third one.
The holy
This one here.
objects.
Highlighted blue.
I like here trees and food.
Fir trees. Yeah, I like fir trees and fir coats. I'll increase the zoom a bit. Okay, so which is which? So this FIR, is that for trees or coats? If you don't know, just say so and I can tell you.
First one is fir.
So even though it's spelt FIR, it's still pronounced fir. Yeah. English is confusing, I'm sorry. But spelling is a guideline, that's all. It's just a guideline. The pronunciation can be many things. All right. Chatiri, Sophia.
It would be great Great.
Mhm.
If you could grate some cheese.
It would be great if you could grate some cheese.
It would be great if you will grate some cheese.
Yes. So which grade is the greatest?
The grate with an E would be first,
Yes.
and
They both have an E.
I mean in the middle. In the middle.
Okay, this one here.
Will be first, and the grate with without E
Mm,
in the middle will be
yeah.
the second.
Yes. So do you know what grating cheese is, or what grated cheese is?
Hmm?
Do you know what a grater is? Do you know what a cheese grater is?
Like cut
Like what?
some cheese.
Yeah, a grater, it's normally a piece of flat metal with little holes in it, and
Yeah,
you get the cheese and then grate it. Yeah. Okay. Alyona.
There was bear, except for a picture of a bear.
Mhm.
The first is BARE.
Cool. Well, 6, Victoria.
The night at the
Mhm.
castle last night.
I arrived at the castle last night.
They write with night with K.
Say that for me one more time.
They write night. Their night with K.
Oh, with K, yes.
And at the castle last night without K.
Yes, that's it. All right. Next one, Sophia.
With heel. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This cream should be heal the skin on your heel.
Yeah. They both have exactly the same pronunciation. This skin should heal. Sorry, this cream should heal the skin on your heel. Yeah. Exactly the same.
Okay. Okay. This cream should heal the skin on your heel.
Heal. Heal. That's better. That's fine. I mean, that's good. I don't want to complain about your pronunciation. So
No,
which spelling is which?
The heel with an A
Yes.
is the first, and
Yeah. Yes.
the next one is second.
Good. Alyona.
We put expensive sweets in all the sweets.
Yes.
The first is SWEETS.
Exactly. Victoria.
This cream should.
Number 9.
No. We put expensive.
Yeah. Следующее.
Wait. At the cafe, they made chocolate mousse in the shape of a mouse.
Yes.
First one is the mousse with 2 C.
2 what?
2 S.
Yes. That's it. MOUSSE is a chocolate mousse.
Yes.
Okay. All right. One more each, and then I'll move on. Sophia. 10.
Yeah. Idle.
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 If you are
Idle.
idle,
If you're idle, you will never be like your idol.
yes.
What means the first idol?
The first idle means not moving, not doing anything. If someone is idle, they're just sitting doing nothing. Just means not moving. If an engine idles, like if you're driving a car and you're sitting at the traffic lights, the engine keeps turning it at a slow speed. It's just idling. It's not really doing anything.
Mhm.
Similar for a person. Do you know which is which? Which spelling?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to. Yeah. The first idol will be for first
Yeah.
space
Yeah.
place, and the second one at the end
That's
of
it.
the sentence.
Thank you, Aliana.
I sighed when my side lost the argument.
Mm.
The first is second,
Yes.
maybe.
Yes. You're right. You're right. SIGHED is the first one. Do you know what side means?
Which second?
Yeah. Do you know what it means?
Um, when you write your name.
Yet. That's signed. This is sigh. A sigh is a sound that people make. It's like that's a sigh. Just
Oh,
yeah. So someone was in an argument with someone else, and when they lost, they went. That was their reaction when they lost the argument. Okay. All right, Victoria, last one.
Let's listen to some rap music while we prep these parents.
Presents. Yes.
Present, sorry. In the first rep without W and the second rep with W.
Yes. No problem. All right. Let me just scroll down here. Now, what I want you to do, each of you, have a look at these homonyms at the end of each sentence and tell me if there's any that you don't know so I can just explain them to you quickly.
Gorilla, but
This one, number 20.
yeah.
So this,
No, the second.
yeah, I'm just going to explain. So the first gorilla is an animal, okay, lives in the jungle. This gorilla is a type of soldier, soldat. So a guerrilla is a soldier who fights in unconventional ways. They don't wear a uniform, and they often fight in cities and that sort of thing, and they ambush. They don't come out in the open. They try to sneak and just ambush and run away. Ambush and run away. It's a style of warfare as well. Yeah. Any more? Anyone?
No.
Okay.
in the 17th, second
Yes.
morning.
So this is morning, like utro. Okay. Second one is the sadness that you feel when someone dies. So if your mother or father dies, you would be mourning the loss of your mother or father. Yeah. Or if something very, very terrible happens that affects you deep inside, it's mourning. Yeah. Okay.
In 29 two
29
words.
meter. Okay, so this meter is an instrument that measures something. So in your flat, you'll have a meter to measure the electricity, a meter to measure the water, maybe a meter to measure the gas, and then someone comes along, reads the meter, and you have to pay the bill for the gas or electricity. So something that measures the flow of gas, electricity, water, could be anything like that, is called a meter. The other meter is just a distance, like, you know, centimeters, meters, kilometers, just distance, unit of measure. Yeah. Okay. No more there? All right. Very good. All right. I'll just bring up the next one. What's that one? Okay. What I might do, I might read the next one to you rather than share the screen. I've minimized this, how do I maximize it? Okay. Okay, so I just want to check your understanding of certain phrases, because if I share the screen, you'll have the answers as well, which I don't really want to give you right now. So, Sophia, what does address the issue mean?
Wait, can you repeat? Address?
Address the issue. If I ask you to address the issue, what am I asking you to do?
I don't understand.
Okay. All right. So what it means that I'm asking you to fix a problem. So let's say, for example, that you and I know each other, and we're both involved maybe in the same sport or the same hobby or something like that. Doesn't matter, but we might work together. And there's a problem, and I don't have the opportunity to fix it, but you do. So and it's something that you should fix, but maybe it hasn't been done yet. So I would come to you and I would ask you to address the issue, please. I want you to address the issue. Okay. Alyona, be in the running. Do you understand this one?
Can you repeat, please?
Yep. If I said that say there's an election coming up, and I think that someone is going to be in the running for that election, what does it mean?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. So to be in the running to do something means that you've entered some sort of a competition. It could be sport, it could be politics, it could be something to do with work, could be anything. But to be in the running means that there's a chance that you'll actually succeed, that you'll either do what you said you were going to do, or that you'll win that competition. So if I stood for election in Russia, I wouldn't even be in the running. No one would know me. No one's going to vote for me. I'm not any kind of threat to anyone. So I'm not going to be in the running. But there's probably a small number of politicians with good reputations that might be able to compete and actually be in the running. So it means to be in the running means that you're going to enter in. There's a chance that you'll win it, that you'll do it. All right, George, you've joined us.
Yeah.
How long have you been here? Sorry, I didn't notice
I'm
until now.
sitting here like 40 minutes.
Sorry, when I shared the screen, I didn't see you join the chat.
I see it.
Okay.
I can explain the first. That is said dress issues.
Well, I've been over that with Sophia now.
Uh,
What about be on the spot? Do you know be on the spot?
healthy lifestyle, be on a sport.
Say it again.
Be on a sport is like lifestyle.
No. Be on the spot.
On the sport. Sport with air or sport?
No, S-P-O-T. No R.
Maybe if someone of old man say to the sons, you be on the sport of our family.
No. It means to be on the location of something big that's happening. So if there's a big event or if there's a disaster or I don't know, something big has happened, a news a television station, if they've got a news service, they will normally send a reporter out to the scene so that they can be on the spot and see what's going on. Or if a company has got offices in many different countries, they need to be organized. Or if they sell products in many different countries, they want to have an agent, a representative in every country so that they can have someone on the spot at the right place to solve problems if they need to be solved or to fix things or to do things. But on the spot means that you're there, you're at the scene. Yeah. All right. The next one's a funny one. Victoria. Over the hill. If someone is over the hill, what does that mean? You there, Vika?
I don't know. Yes, I'm here.
Okay. All right. Over the hill means too old. He's over the hill. People don't normally say this about girls, I don't think. It'd be a bit rude to say this about a girl, but definitely with guys, if someone is too old to be useful or too old to be good at what it is that they chose to do, you know, it could be sport, and there's a certain time when there's younger players coming up and you can't compete anymore, you know, just a bit over the hill. Yeah. All right, these are tough, I must say. And they're things that you kind of know or you don't. You kind of know or you don't. I'll try one more each and see how we go. Sophia.
Yeah.
What does it mean if someone is under the weather?
Have a bad mood.
Yeah. Might be feeling sick, might just be a bad mood. Yeah. A bit stronger than just an average bad mood. Might be really upset about something. Yeah. Or if you've got a stomach ache or a headache or something. Yeah, good. All right, Aliona, up to the mark. What does it mean if someone is up to the mark?
Maybe in good mood or something good.
This is about competence and how good someone is at doing something. So if someone is up to the mark, it means they're good enough at what it is that they choose to do. It could be work, you know, as a salesman, or it could be playing football or hockey on a team. You need to be up to the mark to join the best team. You need to be good enough. You don't have to be the best player, but you certainly have to be good enough to be qualified to be on the team. Yeah, up to the mark. All right. Victoria. I think you'll know this one. What does it mean if someone has to face the music? What does it mean if someone has to face the music? Do you know this one?
I don't really know.
Okay. Okay, this is tough. So
Maybe to get with some hard get through.
yes, it's a little bit like that. It's about taking responsibility for your mistakes. So if you've done something wrong and there's some punishment or there's a price that needs to be paid for what you've done wrong, then your boss or your teacher or someone is going to criticize you, or they're going to do something to you. You have to, if you face the music, it means that you talk to that person and you just accept that criticism, or you accept that punishment without complaining and without thinking that there's anything wrong with that, because you know that you messed up, you know that you did something wrong. So you have to accept those consequences. That's what it means to face the music. Yeah. It might even be that you were in a tight position and you couldn't find any other way to do what you did. But if you knew that there was going to be consequences from doing something, then that was still your decision. So you still need to face the music. All right, George, last one. Fit the description. What does it mean if someone fits the description?
I don't know what the description.
I can hardly hear you there, George.
This I have problems with the game.
Yeah.
You hear me?
I can hear you just. Have a go. I can hear you just.
Fit the description.
Yeah.
I know what does it mean description, but fitty.
Fit.
First.
F-I-T, fit. Do you understand fit at all?
Yes.
Okay.
Fit the description. Maybe someone ask another people, maybe you know these people with black hair, 6 foot 3 inches, I don't know, and someone, yes, it's Jordan, and someone, this fits the description, you get it.
That's it. That's it. It can be someone that's a suspect in a crime. It can be to do with work. It can be lots of circumstances. But yeah, I've got this description here. It says certain height, certain complexion, hair, or certain qualifications, certain experience. And if this other person has that experience, has those qualifications, they fit the description, and it's worth talking to them about work. Or if they look like this, they're a suspect and we should bring them in to talk about them. Yeah. So very true. Very good. All right. You guys, all right, any questions on any of those while I'm here? No? Okay. All right. In that case, one last question before we go. Do you think you're going to enjoy school this week?
No.
Can't hear you. Everyone's on mute. Victoria and George aren't.
A little bit.
You're going to enjoy it a little bit.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I don't like to wake up so early, but I miss people. So
Okay. What did you say, Victoria?
I think no, because I don't sleep this amount of time which I need.
Yes.
I don't really do my homework because soon will be trimester is over, and It will be cold and
It will be what?
snowing, so I don't wanna.
Cold.
And snowing, yes.
You don't like the snow.
No,
Great at the
because
moment. We've got 2
cold.
feet of snow over everything at the moment. Aliona?
I happy to go to school because I happy to see my friends again, but lessons are bored for me.
Okay. So you only go there for your friends. You should talk to your friends. Maybe you can all quit school. You can still enjoy each other's company.
Yeah.
It would work.
We see each other only school.
Okay. All right, George. What's your prognosis for the week?
The week.
What's your prognosis?
Prognosis for the week.
Do you understand me?
So is. I hear about this.
Okay, prognosis means your prediction, your forecast for what's going to happen. Yeah.
But for what?
For this week. For the coming week. Yeah.
Today. Maybe some meetings. Russian.
Some meetings.
Yes, in Europe, Belgium.
Sorry, I can hardly hear what you're saying there. Yeah. Anyway, never mind. Sounds like you're setting up a rock concert or something. Yeah. Anyway, all right. I'll call it quits there, everyone. Thanks very much for your time. Thanks for coming and joining in. Have a good week, whether you think it's going to be good or not. Okay, and I'll see you next time.
Bye.
Take care. Do swidania.
Thank you. Bye.
Understood. Can you send me that you did like heal
You want the document?
Homophones, yes.
Okay. Do I have your
VK?
address in VK?
Yes.
Okay. All right. If you don't get it in the next 5 minutes, send me a message to VK because it means that I can't find you. Okay. All right. I'll do it now. No problem. See ya.